guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be doing a fragrance world video and it is on their French Avenue line of products. They did come out with a new series of fragrances recently. There are 5 fragrances. I have already reviewed 2 of the fragrances. In this series they do have liquid Brun where the video is already up. There is also another one called Meringue. It is an inspiration of BDK Creme de Cuir. I have also done a video of this one and I love this fragrance so very much. I decided to pick up 2 of the other fragrances in this series. Meringue, it is an absolute love. I am wearing this fall. I felt so hard for this one, so I ordered the other 2 as I was hoping they were just as well formulated as Meringue. And the 2 I am going to talk to you about today, it is one called French Avenue Sweet Paradise and the other one is called French Avenue Luscious. I will start this video with French Avenue Sweet Paradise. The packaging, it is quite beautiful. I do like the French Avenue packaging. This is the actual bottle. It's plastic and there is a faux jewel here. This looks really like a lighthouse. This series, there are 5 fragrances and it really doesn't have a name. So I am not sure why the packaging is the way it is, but the fragrances in this series, they are all Gourmand fragrances. Some of them are lighter, some of them are foodie fragrances, and all of the fragrances I have been able to sample so far, they are all very well formulated, they are very creamy, and I have not had any problems with them not being wearable. Most of them were ready to go to wear when I got them. French Avenue Sweet Paradise. This one is definitely a Gourmand fragrance. The top notes are ambrette, mandarin, and musk. When I first sprayed this fragrance, immediately 2 fragrances came to mind, and I will be talking about this more towards the end of the review. The opening of Sweet Paradise, it is fresh, but at the same time it is very musky. When the ambrette note appears, it is more of an ambrette note which is slightly nutty. The opening of Sweet Paradise, it is very short, and when the fragrance begins to progress, it becomes a bit warmer. There are some very nutty, buttery accords with some very soft floral notes at this point, and then it progresses into a very, I would say, foodie, warm Gourmand fragrance, which is a bit sweeter, and then this cereal note starts to appear. There is barley in this fragrance, and this note, it is very strong, and combined with the ambrette note, it is like really cereal. It is foodie, but at the same time it is very delicious. The barley notes combined with the ambrette, it is such a beautiful foodie Gourmand note. It is not cloying, it is not at all very dense, it is just very delicious, very, you can say, cozy, because there are some very nutty accords. There are also some very nice sweet musky accords. The floral notes in this fragrance, they are not very strong. The most dominant one, it is the iris, and it is a very buttery smooth orris note. There is also peach and peony, but I do not get a very strong peach note. The base, it is tonka bean, heliothrope, and barley, but honestly, this cereal barley note, it appears so early on in this fragrance. I do not sense much of a heliotrope aroma. I think it just adds creaminess and depth. I am very sensitive about a heliotrope note. I wasn't sure if I wanted to order this. I am happy I did because it does not bother me at all in this fragrance. The base of this fragrance, it is tonka bean. It comes over more as a burnt vanilla note with the barley. This is absolutely stunning. It is foody, but it does not feel like a cloud of perfume hanging over your head. Also, in the dry down of this fragrance, I do get a bit of a powdery note, and probably this is also an effect of the heliotrope. It is listed as original DNA, and it probably is. I have seen that there are references being made to Jo Malone Scarlet Poppy Intense. I have not tried this fragrance, so I cannot tell you if this is an inspiration of this fragrance. But when I tried Sweet Paradise, two fragrances came immediately to mind. Not that it is a clone or an inspiration of those fragrances. Sweet Paradise, it immediately reminded me of these fragrances due to this foodie cereal note. The first one, it was Bois Farine. This is an older fragrance from L'Artisan, and this has been discontinued. This one did have a bit of you can say it wasn't hay, but it was a bit of a cereal accord. It was very beautiful. I no longer have this, but the one that I do have, it is Trussardi, Passeggiata in Galleria, Vittorio, Emanuelle II. Sweet Paradise, it gives me the exact same vibe. They are a bit similar, the two fragrances. This one has hazelnut and the floral notes in Emanuelle II. This is a very long name. It is a bit more pronounced, and in Sweet Paradise it is ambrette and barley. If you are someone who has Emanuelle II, Sweet Paradise, it is the same type of Gourmand fragrance. Due to the nuttiness in this fragrance and this comfort feeling, this one is perfectly placed in the fall season. This is a fragrance I can see myself reaching for on a rainy fall day, or a fragrance to cuddle up with on the couch because it is pretty, it is cozy, it is toasty. This is the perfect fragrance for having a lazy day. At this moment in time, the sillage of this one, it is not too strong. The lasting power, it's very good. Also, this one with the cereal note, it is a bit different. The cereal and the burnt vanilla, it is not a fragrance where I have seen this DNA being overdone. Before I continue to the next fragrance, for those of you who are here for the first time, please do not forget to like and subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber on my channel. The next one that I have, it's called Luscious. And this is another pistachio fragrance. Guys, I did tell you I was not going to buy another pistachio fragrance. But French Avenue, this is a line that I love so very much, and the fragrances that I have gotten from them, they are so well formulated, and I did realize that this one, it has peanuts in here, so I thought this would be different. I am going to spray this one on my skin because on the swab it is a bit concentrated. On the skin, this fragrance is amazing because it becomes very airy and it is not as dense as when it is sprayed on a perfume tester. It is a beautiful pistachio fragrance. It is really a dessert which is a perfume. I have tried some other pistachio fragrances where it is just foodie, and I do not get really a perfume in those fragrances. This one, it is different. It is foodie, but there are also some very nice, I would say, foodie floral accords, and it is just absolutely delicious. It is beautiful. It is creamy. When I smell this fragrance, these are the desserts that I think about. This is a tiramisu Krapfen. It is a Bavarian donut-like dessert, and it has pistachio and tiramisu cream on the inside. In the opening of this fragrance, especially the heart note of this fragrance, this is exactly what I smell, and it is beautiful. The opening of Luscious, it has pistachio, bergamot, and cardamom. The heart note, it is saffron and peanut. The opening, it is a creamy pistachio note, very fragrant. It is not sweet, it is not cloying, and it is laced with a very nice cardamom aroma. It is a bit spicy, but still creamy and delicious. The peanut, it does add a very creamy, nutty accord to this fragrance. The other pistachio fragrances that I do have, they are missing this toasty, nutty pistachio note. And this one, it is a foodie fragrance, but it also has this nuttiness to it, this toastiness. And this pistachio, normally I would wear pistachio in spring and in summer, but due to this beautiful toasty pistachio accord, this fragrance can be worn in the fall months. Luscious, it is in the same direction as Lattafa Affection, yeah? It is the same type of creaminess, but this one does have a very fragrant, toasty accord that Lattafa Affection Love does not have this toasty accord. I do have Affection Love, and I have this one, and they are different enough that you can have both fragrances and do not feel that it is the same fragrance. Another beautiful note in Luscious, it is this honey accord. The honey note, it is discernible, and mixed with the vanilla and the pistachio, it is absolutely beautiful. The dry down of this fragrance on my skin, it is very gourmand. It is vanilla, it is honey, it is musk, and also pistachio, but it is not too much. When the fragrance dries down, it becomes a bit lighter. It is not as, I would say, dense as it is in the heart note of the fragrance. This is a bit of a sweet fragrance. It is creamy, it is foodie, but I do not find this to be at all headache inducing or cloying. Guys, this one, it is quite potent. It does have a lot of sillage, and the lasting power, it is amazing. I very seldom do more than 3-4 sprays of this fragrance, or it would really be too much. This one I will save for cold winter days, and I will be wearing a lot of this one in the fall, even though it's pistachio, but it is toasty and nutty enough. It does have enough depth to be worn as a fall fragrance. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you again soon on my channel. Tschüss!